Guys, I know I said this would be the last video where y'all get this view, but I still have not put up that phone holder yet. But anyway, look, this is a trigger warning. This is a very unpopular opinion. It is going to piss some of you off. And just take it in the comments, and we could get it in the comments. So one of my childhood shows that I watched religiously was Rugrats. It used to come on Nickelodeon. Something about Rugrats, I was a Rugrat watcher. Let's just say that. So there was an artist who did some fan drawings of the Rugrats characters grown up. And some people are outraged because one of the characters is depicted as a single mother. Now, can we guess who was depicted or drawn as a single mother? Penny for your thoughts. Susie Carmichael. If you did not watch Rugrats, Susie Carmichael was the black one. And which black one you say, doesn't matter. Because there was only one. She was the black one. Okay? She was the antithesis, the shady arch nemesis of Angelica Pickles. Was she a pickle? Yes, because they were brothers. Angelica. She was better than Angelica. She was smarter than Angelica. She was well-spoken. The Carmichaels were just higher up on the echelon of social and eco-sociology. They were better than the Pickles, okay? When they moved into the neighborhood, the dad of Tommy, the main character, he was like, I'm your biggest fan to Susie's dad. He was a writer. The mother was a doctor and a pilot, and she would make lamps and whatever. They were cultured, okay? They were the Obamas, okay? And this artist draws Chucky with the Asian girl. I don't remember her name because I'm old, but anyway, Chucky's dad marries an Asian woman, I believe, and she has a child, and it looks like in this picture that Chucky and the daughter of the girl, or another Asian, anyway, he went to Asian. Stereotype alert. I know a lot of Jewish boys, white boys, that are into Asian girls. That's what they do. When I used to play tennis, there was tons of Jewish mixed Jewish and Chinese kids, right? Tommy married someone white, whatever. But Susie Carmichael is depicted in the classic shake and go bucket wig and her two children. They look like twins, boy and a girl, but she's standing alone. Now, granted, I did not read the article in its entirety because I don't give a fuck because perception is everything. Doesn't matter the context. It just matters how people see things from their initial thought, and it takes a very educated and well-cultured person to listen to content and reason for their mind to change. The masses, they go on emotion, they see it, they're in an outrage. Right? Except for me. I wasn't outraged at all. If anything, it's the accuracy for me. There's some people in the comments of the article said, there, I fixed it, and they redrew it. One of them put the traditional Tyrone from the projects with his Yankee fitted hat on, talking about, I'm not the stepdad, I'm the dad that stepped up. Another person redrew it, made them darker, more kinky hair. The wig was off. Susie's a doctor. Looks like she married a doctor, and the children are future doctors. They fixed it. You ain't fixed nothing. You fixed the picture. What about the perception? And here's the kicker, guys. The artist is black. He's a black man. He drew what he knew. You don't think these young boys know that you women are raising them alone? I am a product of a single mother. To me, single mother is not derogatory to me, just like fat. Because truth is, you heifers are letting these niggas pump and dump you with children. Most of you don't even know enough information about him to put him on the books. You don't know his last name. You don't know his mama name. And you damn sure don't know his motherfucking social security number. You know where he stay at. And you know what corner he be on at. So, you know, like, I like to see the picture of the woman of Susie marrying the doctor and the children, yada, yada, yada. But that's not reality. At least it's not my reality. I am a spawn of a single mother. Granted, she wasn't single when I was born, but eventually, you know, for whatever reasons, I grew up in my cognitive developmental years with a single mother. And women around me are single mothers, and my peers are single mothers. Black single mothers. There are a few sprinkling of Spanish here and there, maybe one or two. But the majority of the white women that I have interactions with, either on social media or on my job or people I went to high school with, are not single mothers. Even the Hispanic women, they're not single mothers. Them being single mothers is the minority, but the black women in my life, the peers, being single mothers is the majority. Now, I'm all about accountability, yes, and I understand these niggas ain't shit, especially if you are engaging in a sexual relationship with a black man for your own mental sanity, financial stability, and not getting caught up and having another child to raise. I understand being a single mother. However, you allowed this nigga to pump and dump you. Pump you full of cum, and now you knew he wasn't shit when you was fucking him. But one thing a black man knows how to do, and especially a black man who ain't shit, the one thing they good at is bumping your heads against the headboard. But they not good fathers. They're not good providers. They just know how to fuck. And for some reason, they are very, very, very fertile. You know, you would think them drinking Colt 45s and tropical fantasies would lower, and smoking weed would lower the sperm count, but it don't. And then you guys' morality and obligations, you keep these children, but when you do that, you now foster the reality of the black woman to be a single mother. It is what it is. Why get upset? Why said you fix it by drawing a false narrative? Now, I'm not dumb enough to know that there's no, you know, there are women, successful black women who have a black husband and black children and are doctors. Yes, I've seen Married to Medicine. I know they exist, but that is not the majority, people. And I'm talking in my East Coast, northern region, urban jungle. That is not the reality. That is not the majority. it's in my opinion that black man made Susie Carmichael and was an ode to his own mother, who raised a boy and a girl alone. Why y'all mad? Let me tell you something about other races that I have seen. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't believe in staying in a toxic relationship for the kids. Fuck them kids. I don't believe in that shit at all. However, they will stay in a terrible, horrible, oftentimes abusive marriage for the sake of them kids. And as soon as all of them kids graduate from college, they gone. Them women are gone. It's not all of them, or it's the majority of them. They will stay for them kids. They will stay for the optics. Because divorce is very hard on children, especially in their formative years. So they will act like roommates, and this motherfucker will cheat on them and beat on them. But these white women, Asian women, Indian women, they will stay for their children, or they will stay for their family, or the overly religious, them Catholics who don't believe in divorce, or them Jews who don't believe in divorce, they will stay. But black women, we either don't get married, we have very low marriage rates, we don't get married before 30, we oftentimes have a child and end up being a single mother. Now, I don't know the future, and I could damn well end up being a single mother. I'm not exempt. However, I didn't start out my life like that. When I grew up and I got old and smart enough to know, I knew I was not having no nigga pump and dump me. And when it wasn't working out with black men, and I realized that because I'm a realist, did not have the aesthetic or the mindset to attract a Kevin Samuels definition of a man, of a high valued man, because high valued black men were not checking for me. I was too opinionated, too smart, too loud, too fat, too not too black, because I had the skin color. My skin color was desirable, but all my other traits were not that to attract the definition of a Kevin Samuels high value man, that I opened myself up to other races. And this is my PSA to black women. You do not have to marry a black man, because 9 times out of 10, if you're like me and you're almost 30, and by definition you're about to become what do they call it, a leftover woman, because I know in Asian countries, if 30 comes and you're not married, you're like a leftover woman, like you're like an undesirable woman, because no man has married you before 30. If 30 is coming and you cannot find a high quality black man to be with, that's okay. You tried, girl. You've tried. Now go find Ryan. Go find a Matthew. Go find a Sven. Go find a Eugene. Go find yourself a Carlos, a Juan, Emilio. It's okay. Go find yourself Mr. Chin, because they like black girls too. Go find yourself. Stop trying to bat and feel like you have to be with a black man, because you don't. Because 9 times out of 10, if you do that, you're going to end up getting caught up and be just like Susie Carmichael. Don't be like Susie Carmichael. Be like Serena Williams, Kamala Harris, me, Tamara Mowry. Look, Tia married a black man and she's divorced. But Tamara's still with her white wine making king. Girl, don't be like Susie in a bucket wig. You don't need a black man. Now look, need and want is two different things, girl. Two different things. I love my husband to the ends of the earth. However, my preference was to be with a black man and darken up my gene pool because it was getting too light. Okay, my family is the United Colors of Benetton. We do not discriminate. However, every generation we getting lighter and lighter and lighter. So when I was of breeding age and started to date, I exclusively limited myself to black men and black dark men. That's what I wanted. I wanted a dark man so I could have darker children. And when I was 21, 22, 20, 25 and it wasn't working out, and I knew I did not want babies with a no potential having man, not saying he needed money or anything like that. I look at potential because when I started dating my husband, we both were broke as shit. Now we live in the definition of an American dream. I tell this story all the time. This is one of my best stories. When me and my husband was dating, we was living together to save money to get down his student loan debt. We were so broke that we had no money for a date, and we spent 8 hours laying in the bed playing the humming game, where we would hum songs and the other person would have to figure it out. Literally 8 hours. And then we got in the car, drove to 7-Eleven and got hot dogs and nachos and ate the chili and the cheese out the machine. That's how broke we were. And we had a good old motherfucking time. So you don't have to meet a man with money, but you need to see his potential. And if your 20s are nearing a close and you are not finding or attracting a black man that has potential or high value, open the doors to other races. It's okay. It's okay. It's 2023. We understand. It's rare that you find a black woman that out the gate exempts black men. The majority of us who have daddies that are black want a man to be black. That's what we want. But if you're not finding that, it's okay. Don't be like Susie. Be like Serena. And we can't all find our Barack. And Barack is biracial. He still ain't all the way black. He had a white mama and a black daddy. And if I know anything about him, if I'm correct, his mama and his daddy wasn't present the way his mama was. He would vacate. He would spend time in Hawaii with the white side of the family. So even that biracial white and black man was raised by white people. So you can't even say be like Michelle, because that man is biracial, reared by white people. He didn't grow up in Nigeria with the fam. That didn't happen. Yeah, sorry. So anyway, I'm off the rails. I was talking about this artist who depicted Susie Carmichael as a single mother, and I didn't see anything wrong with it because you guys, single moms, no shade, because I'm the product of a single mother. I don't find being a single mother to be a black thing, but Susie Carmichael was the only single parent depicted in this black man's artist rendering of the Rugrats grown up, and that's probably what he knows. It's probably an ode to his mother, who raised children as a single woman. We're very vocal about being a single mother. We're on commercials for CNA nursing classes. I'm a single mother. It's just me. I take care of my son by myself. And when I'm not working my 2 jobs, I could do my lessons online. And I'm doing this for my children. Or these Southern New Hampshire college commercials where it's the single mother getting her degree, sharing the excitement with her children. We're very open about the black woman being a strong single black woman taking care of her kids, and then when an artist depicts us as such, we want to get offended. If you don't like it, if it bothers you, be the change that you want to see. Don't have niggas pumping and dumping you, leaving you with children. If you don't like it, make sure you are married before you have children by any means necessary. If not, don't say nothing and just appreciate the art. Bye.